Have you ever sat under the shade of a tree on election day, waiting for hours just to cast your vote, only to wonder if your choice would truly count? For many years, that question has followed us like a shadow. We have seen elections come and go, and we have heard many promises about how technology would make things better. Today, February 10, 2026, something very important happened in Abuja that may finally bring us closer to an answer. The Nigerian Senate took a bold step that touches the very heart of how we choose our leaders. This is not just about politics in far-off offices. It is about what happens at your own polling unit, right there in your neighborhood or village. For a long time, Nigerians have argued about how election results move from the polling unit to the final collation center. Today, the Senate met in a special session to fix a part of the Electoral Act that has caused a lot of confusion and fear. They officially amended the law to allow election officials to transmit results electronically. What does this mean in simple terms? Once counting is completed at a polling unit, the presiding officer can send the results electronically to a central platform known as the IREV portal. This portal is a public website that anyone with a phone can check. The idea is that the results announced at the polling unit should be the same results Nigerians see online in real time. Take a moment and think about that. Does it give you a bit of peace, knowing that your vote could be sent into the digital space before anyone has the chance to tamper with the papers? Many Nigerians have demanded this for years, believing that electronic transmission makes it harder to manipulate results. This amendment is a response to those voices. It shows that when people keep speaking, those in power eventually listen. But while this feels like progress, the Senate also had to face reality. Nigeria is vast, and our network coverage is not equal everywhere. In some rural areas, you still have to stand in a particular spot just to get a signal. If the law insisted on electronic transmission no matter what, a poor network could cancel a whole election in some communities. Nobody wants valid votes thrown away because of no service. Because of this, the Senate added an important safety measure. If electronic transmission fails due to network issues, the manual result sheet, Form EC8A, will be used. This is the same form the presiding officer fills, signs, and stamps after counting, with party agents also signing. Under the new rule, if the network fails, this paper result becomes the official record of the result. Think of it like a spare tire. You expect the main tire to work, but you are grateful the spare is there when the road gets rough. If you find this explanation helpful and you believe every Nigerian should understand how our election laws are changing, please take a second to like this video. Sharing this information helps all of us become better citizens, and subscribing ensures you don't miss important updates about our nation's journey. Now, let's look at how this will work on election day. The votes are counted, the sun is setting, and everyone is watching closely. The presiding officer first fills out Form EC8A. Party agents observe as it is signed and stamped. Only after this process will the officer attempt to upload the result to the IREV portal. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, made this very clear. The paper result is the foundation. The electronic result must match it. If the upload succeeds, great. If the network fails, the paper result remains the official record. This balance between technology and paper is meant to reduce confusion. Still, some Nigerians are worried. What if someone claims there is no network just to avoid electronic transmission? That concern is valid. Trust is fragile. The Senate's decision tries to manage that risk by setting clear rules that apply everywhere, putting responsibility on election officials at the polling units. So, the big question is this: does this amendment make you feel more confident about the 2027 elections, or do you feel there is still more work to do? Laws alone are not enough. They only matter when people enforce them honestly. The Senate has amended the Act. Now the responsibility shifts to the Electoral Commission to ensure the technology works, to security agencies to protect the process, and to us, the voters, to show up and stay vigilant. This decision did not come out of nowhere. It followed public pressure, protests, and memories of the confusion during the 2023 elections when some results failed to appear online. By making this change, the Senate is trying to prevent a repeat of that uncertainty and ensure there's always a clear Plan B agreed upon before voting even begins. As we look ahead, we must ask what kind of democracy we want. One that relies only on machines, or one that depends on human integrity? The truth is, we need both. The amendment allowing electronic transmission with a manual backup is a middle ground, modern but realistic. Before we end, if this reflection has given you something to think about, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are committed to explaining national issues in a clear and respectful way so you can stay informed without stress. As you go about your day, remember this: a country is only as strong as its people have in their leaders. Today, the Senate tried to build a little more of that trust. Whether it holds depends on all of us. Trust is not given, it is earned, one election and one honest count at a time.